Stai pensando di vendere casa? Vuoi conoscere il valore del tuo immobile?
Vasselli Immobiliare, consulenza ed intermediazione, mutui e finanziamenti, servizi tecnici, progettazioni e ristrutturazioni. Chiama per una valutazione e consulenza gratuita. Vasselli Immobiliare, via dei Monti di Pietralata 29, telefono 06 69 32 66 59 oppure 342 34 91 231.
State ascoltando radiocaositaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
Hello, good afternoon from Rome, from sunny and hot Rome. From me, Francesca Romana, from Radio Chaos Italy, and together with me, the fantastic Gigi. And good morning up there in Canada, from where we are broadcasting to, from the great Blues and Roots Radio from Ontario, Canada. Today is pretty hot here, and because we are approaching the summer, and I wanted to play something more summery, let's say, and hotty. I will do an eclectic musical journey through different musical genres, but mainly, instead of the usual folk or acoustic music, I wanted to introduce to you some soul, hip-hop, jazz, or even not like real proper electronic or electropop music. So today I will stretch a lot the boundaries of Acoustic Roots Rome, and I will play some of these lovely mixture with electroacoustic, electropop. So let's start and less talking. I want to start with 5 musicians, multi-instrumentalists from Chicago, USA, who they mix up in their music elements of rock, hip-hop and jazz. We have Jamie McNear on vocals, Ellie Cohen on guitars, Harry Wolf on bass, Julian Freeman on drums, and Harry Garfin on keys. And they are called the Man Wolves. They gained such a good success in the musical scene of Chicago despite their young age, and in 2017 they reached the position number 4 in the viral US Spotify chart, reaching 15 million of streamings on Spotify. At the moment, the band is working on their own next album after the EP, the debut EP recorded in 2019 called A Safety Meeting. So the album is going to be out in July 2021, so in a couple of weeks. And I want to introduce to you, very, very fresh, 2 tracks, abstracts from that album. So the first track is called The King of the Road, and these are Man Wolves.
There's no one in this place. My feet don't feel the same. I hold mine till it fades. And it's hard in, hard out. Break my brake lines, brake lights shake. I hold mine. I'm the king of the road. And I don't know this weatherman's name. Plus the air here don't know. taste the same. My keys are covered, the pavement is full of rubble, low budget clunker, my rings are all made of rubber, my face is double, I haven't shaved in days. The East Coast calls us, we're going right by my cousin's home. My mind is stolen, forgot to call my own moments up. Don't you just love it, You better fix your pace. And it's hard in, hard out. Break my brake lines shake. I hold mine, I'm the king of the road.
And this was the first track from this quintet from Chicago. I go on with them with another very cool song. This is Deep River, Man Wolves.
And deep dive it down, baby, can you get a piece of my mind? I'm a poor man's addict to drinks for a taste of my time. My memories on upload, get a sense of my life. And deep dive it down, baby, can you get a piece of my mind? I'm a poor man's addict to drinks for a taste of my time. My memories on upload, get a sense of my life. And deep down, can you get a sense of my mind? I'm a poor man's addict to drinks for a taste of my time. My memories on upload, get a sense of my deep down, baby, deep down, deep down, baby, deep
And this was a taste of this great band, the Man Wolves from Chicago. So we are looking forward for the new album. And now let's start our proper journey in the electronic pop. I'm going to talk about a band called Rocket Report. That is the new project of a duo formed by John Russell and Mark Stagg. They collaborated in the 90s in Manchester, and they found themselves again together, working together in 2019, when John asked to Mark of remixing some of his tracks. Then, during the lockdown in 2020, they collaborated again together on a distance with this project called Rocket Reports, and they recorded a new album called Overmorrow. And this is, let's say, their debut album with this new project, this duo. And it's out now, exactly this week. John Russell is a programmer, writer and remixer who worked with electronic music since 1988, and recently he launched his own record label called The People's Electric. He collaborated with many artists, producing together and writing also together, with Paul Humphries and Claudia Brucken from the band Propaganda, or others like Nature, Wires, Metrolands, Le Cliché, and OMD, amongst the others. Mark Stagg, called Stagman, also is very active since the 80s, when there was the culture of the disco clubs, and this culture exploded really in the UK. And Mark found himself to work as a sound guy, but also as a programmer, and collaborating in the writing of some of the hits like the classics of the Rhythm Foundation, Unit 93, Evolution, and so on. So they are very well known in the circuit, in the dance from the 80s and in the electronic music. And their music is also inspired by bands like Depeche Mode, Joy Division, etc. In fact, in this new album, there are up to 3 covers of these bands. But today I want to present to you some of their original tracks. So let's start with this duo and their new project, Rocket Report, and this is Going Nowhere. Reports. Hopefully you are tapping your feet under your working table. And I go on with them with another great track from this new release. This track is called Every Storm Runs Dry of Rain. Rocket Reports.
Places cause me pain. Every storm runs dry of rain. Counting all your spoken words. Silent distance makes them blurred. Calling from a coastal plain. Every storm runs dry of rain. Feeling the warm broken air. Eager fingers make a way. Violence from a hurricane. Every storm runs dry of rain. Every storm runs dry of rain. Places cause me pain. Every storm runs dry of rain.
Rocket Report. It reminded me my youth, like listening to Depeche Mode and so on. Anyway, we used to say here in Italy that the wolf lose his hair, but not the bad habits. And so the next track is from a band that comes from the mixing of Celtic music, because I do love Celtic music, with electronics and a bit of dance beat. This band is from Scotland. I already mentioned it a few times over the past shows, and I like to play them time to time because, again, if I'm talking about this mixing up of folk with electronics, new folk, I cannot not mention the Giugno. Is a super band from Scotland, exactly from Glasgow, that are one of the pioneers in mixing up really Celtic music, new folk with this dance beat. So I wanted you to enjoy this track that maybe some of you already known, but I want to replay it. This is Björk, Chauffeur, and these are the Giugno. Let's dance. And this was the super band Shugle from Scotland, Glasgow, UK. And I go on this time with a band, let's say world music band. I already played some of their tracks in the past shows, and I'm very happy to include them in today's show. I'm talking about Solana band. They come from UK, but their project was born in Spain, and some of the elements, they are half Spanish, half English. Their music ranges from klezmer melodies, tingling tango, Irish folk, and swinging jazz, sometimes going towards a bit of reggae and a bit of Latin rhythms. An really original fusion project born, as I mentioned, in Valencia now almost 10 years ago. The instruments are acoustic, like flutes, accordion, Spanish guitar, fiddle, but also some electronics and drum and bass. We have Tamsin Elliott on flute and whistles and accordion, Rowan Elliott on violin and effects, Elio Arauz de Marcos on drums, percussion and vocals, Harry Edmonds on electric and double bass, and Wolfgang J.P. Finally on Spanish guitar. I want to play a couple of tracks from them, because again I think they perfectly suit with this today musical journey. And the first track is called Camino del Agua. They are Solana.
RadioChaosItaly.com, the web radio station.
Stai pensando di vendere casa? Vuoi conoscere il valore del tuo immobile?
Vasselli Immobiliare, consulenza ed intermediazione, mutui e finanziamenti, servizi tecnici, progettazioni e ristrutturazioni. Chiama per una valutazione e consulenza gratuita. Vasselli Immobiliare, via dei Monti di Pietralata 29, telefono 06 69 32 66 59 oppure 342 34 91 231.
State ascoltando RadioChaosItaly.com, la radio in vetrina.
come back to the Acoustic Roots Rome with still with me, Francesca Romana, and together with me the fantastic Gigi. Again, good afternoon. You just listened to another fantastic track from the band Solana, in between Spain and UK. And this last track was called Once. Really beautiful project. And now I want to go back to our sort of pop electronic music and electro pop musical journey today, because I stretched a bit my acoustic boundaries. Not a bit, a lot. Anyway, I want to propose to you a track a bit, let's say, 80s style, because today I am a bit nostalgic and I want to light up these heavy times we are all experimenting, and hopefully they are ending up. So I go back to the pop music, let's say alternative pop or nostalgic pop, as I mentioned, and also because the band itself, the band I'm going to play, call themselves like a nostalgic pop duo based in London. They have an album that is just out, I guess this week, called Time Machine. The duo is formed by Carmel Faraggi on vocals and keys and Daniel Barrer on guitars and vocals. Obviously, as you will notice soon, they are very inspired by the hits of from the 60s, 70s and 80s, but also a bit of psychedelic music. Summer Storm has been their first EP, recorded in 2019, and they recorded it in their small apartment in East London, and then they gave it to the very good hands of Jod Nebo from the Nebo Studios, where also a lot of important pop stars, artists, they gave their works for the final mixing and mastering, like artists like Bryan Adams, Pet Shop Boys, etc., amongst the others. So this duo also gave their new album for the support, the final mixing and mastering to this Jod Nebo from Nebo Studios. So I wanted you enjoy this lovely track. I really like it, and I wanted you maybe dance this track. These are the Dream Park duo. The track is Time Machine.
Promise me your last goodbye. We're only getting younger by the minute. We still got plenty of time. A flower turning back to seed in a different dimension now. We're only little wavelets in forever. We don't really know how. Never happened yet, gonna last. You still don't feel ignited. When you time travel, you have got to buy us some time.
nostalgic pop with this great duo. Hope you enjoyed the Dream Park. Anyway, now something still pop, but a bit more folky. So let's go back to something more acoustic. So let's call them folk pop, let's say. It's a duo still that defines itself as a traveling indie folk urban new age rock duo. From Liverpool, UK, I'm talking about Lady Buds. They met up in 2018, again in Liverpool, and started their artistic collaboration. And I like the hippie, a sort of hippie idea, because they really write and sing about their life journey. So not only their musical journey, but in their musical journey there is their life journey, because they traveled around all Europe, but also abroad, and making mainly like hitchhiking trips around different countries. And so they had a lot of experiences, stories to be shared with the world through their songwriting, really. In 2019, this duo called Lady Buds, they met up in Liverpool, and then in 2019 they signed with an independent label, so called the Gladstone Records, and they released their debut album called From the Cities to the Shores. So I want to play a couple of tracks from them, because I think that they are really worth a listen, and are really interesting, because again they mixed up a folk experience with all these pop ideas. So again, this is Lady Buds, and this first track I want to play for you is called Smoko.
On the rooftop, spinning around with my arms out, waiting for the stars to come. I can only see free-eyed and deep past the clouds. Climbing up these rusty ladders to reach that old brick wall in London town. I feel so small. Racing car noises can be heard all around. Invisible voices can also be heard from the ground. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete London, and we've got these pretend fog clouds while there's bosses all around us. Everyone queues in line to be born. Is that now what we are? We're programmed robots from afar. In formation, can we even feel our hearts? But if we feel the beat and it lifts us up our feet, then go and plant your seed deep in the words. Let him grow and let him be as the tallest, highest trees. Far from suburban madness, escape your man-made dreams. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete London. Got the overlines and the other truths making this town rumbling. Oh, and the man's on the corner, he's writing down his mobile number, wants me to call him. Yeah, he said he got smoke, in this concrete London. Yeah, he said he got smoke, in this concrete London. Trapped in Cable Street, it's not so bad, the art is neat. But I'm still in London bricks, and the sugar man got tricks. Oh, there's bars on all the dolls, maze with many hidden flaws, and a sweet little jamboree so below. Yes, I'm blinded by the smoke. This pink pollution is a joke. When I smoke on that I choke. I can't miss what's in the air until I get on out through 1,000 roundabouts, away from traffic, police and drunken shouts. I'm stuck right in the circle of concrete love. Got the overlines and the undertubes making this town rumbling. Oh, and the man's on the corner, he's writing down his mobile number, wants me to call him. And he said, got smoke go, smoke go, smoke go in this concrete London, yeah. And he said, got smoke go, smoke go, smoke go in this concrete London, yeah. And he said, got smoke go, smoke go, smoke go in this concrete London. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
Oh, Ladybugs. And I want to go on Ladybugs with another track. This time is called Be You. Ladybugs from Liverpool.
Wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth and start the day. Put on what you wanna wear. It don't mean that much to care. We all look beautiful in our skin. We don't let the pressure in when we see those magazines of how we should look in our teens.
Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Be you, be you. This world, it moves in circles, and we all go our own way. Go slow and try to be careful, as we all do make some mistakes. Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Me, you, be you.
Gonna tell you now, it's how we feel inside. We don't have to make these changes to give ourselves a smile. Our body is our temple, it is here for us. So let's embrace ourselves and show us what we're worth.
Now keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Me, you, be you. Keep your head up high, show your power and might. Be you, be you. Let your soul shine through me, your dreams come true. Be you, be you. Now keep your head up high, show your power and might.
Yes, and I want to go on and to finish our eclectic journey. Today, again, was a bit out of my usual acoustic roots, but I hope that you enjoyed something more summery, something different. But because we are at the end, I want to finish with something more folky. But before that, I say that if you want to take part in this show, drop us a line on the Acoustic Roots Rome. You can find us on Facebook, but for musical ideas, links, biographies, etc., 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 please write to acousticrootsrome@gmail.com. Today I was browsing the email I received on Acoustic Roots on Messenger, and I discovered that I got a lot of messages that I didn't read since ages. So I'm sorry for that. But Messenger sometimes doesn't work properly. That's why at least for me, so that's why I suggest to you to write to the acousticrootsrome@gmail.com. Acoustic Roots Rome goes every Thursday at 4 o'clock Italian time, 3 o'clock UK time, 10 a.m. Ontario, Canada time, from Radio Chaos Italy, our studio here in Rome, broadcasting from here to Blues and Roots Radio up there in Canada from Blues and Roots Radio, and in repeat on Tuesday at 6 o'clock Italian time, so I guess it's noon from Canada. So check it out. You can listen again to the podcast. You will find the podcast, I will promote it on Facebook. And I want to finish with an acoustic track. Let's go back to our roots with the great Andrea Verga and Mr. Biconi, the duo. I always play them. I really like this duo. And the track is called Dig a Hole. I thank you very much, Gigi, today with me. And see you next week, same time, same place, Acoustic Roots Rome. I leave you with Andrea Verga and Mr. Biconi. This is Dig a Hole. Ciao.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And a forearm and a banjo on her knees. I dig a hole in a meadow. I dig a hole in a cold, cold ground. I dig a hole in a meadow. We gonna lay down and glory down. I dig a hole in a meadow. I dig a hole in a cold, cold ground. I dig a hole in a meadow. We gonna lay down and glory down. We're gonna lay darling Corey down.